Awesome. Thanks, Dave. So I'd like to start off by giving a round of applause to all of the guides and leaders that took us all around this mountain. Great job, Dave. Did anybody see the entire mountain this morning? I don't believe it. What a great day. So today we're here to talk about the theme. And I'm just going to introduce it, and then we're going to turn it over to our partners in PSIA and ASI. But I wanted to set the stage a little bit. Some of you that have attended a lot of congresses know that there's a theme for each congress. And oftentimes, it's just a theme picked for that congress to kind of set the stage and the tone for that congress. But in 2019, we heard from a lot of the members that they wanted to see the theme really mean something and grow and help to take us further. So in 2019, the theme was future ... right? And all of you came with ideas for the future, whether it be technical or teaching or guest service, and helped us to really talk about what that future meant. So with our partners in Finland and Finassi and Levi, we took that feedback and we had the theme, the guest experience is everything, right? And we came to Finland and we talked about how do we shape that experience. And it worked beautifully with the ideals and the culture of Levi and in Finland, and that ended up being a really wonderful, wonderful congress. So after that congress, we met with our new partners, PSIA and ASI this summer, and we talked about how do we build on that. And we came up with building off of the in and Interski to say all in. We are all in. We are all in inclusion. I know that seems a little odd now that we are here in America and we're seeing a lot of discussions about lack of inclusion, but we are an inclusive community, right? Interski, Vail, PSI, ASI, it is a foundation of our organizations. So inclusion, innovation, how do we grow this sport? How do we improve what we're doing constantly, right? And inspiration, isn't that what we do every day? Who was inspired this morning just skiing around with each other? Yeah, there we go, awesome. I certainly was, and I had the legend Mike Porter as my guide, so that made it easy. Yeah. So today we're going to talk about what do those three ideals mean to you, and how can you come and help us to elevate 2027? Because really the Congress is you. And I'm really proud to say that we're working with amazing partners in PSA and ASI and Vail, the town and the mountain, the resort, that believe wholeheartedly in those three ideals. So I hope you're feeling those right now, and I'm sure you're going to feel those in 2027. So without further ado, I would like to introduce the CEO of PSIA ASI, Jeff Lifgren, who was not there last night, but now you get to see him in person.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Eric. Yes, my apologies for not being in attendance last night. My son was actually competing in national championships for Rail Jam, and I'm proud to say that he finished 4th out of 85 contestants last night. So, yep. But thank you so much for being here. I really couldn't be more excited for the United States to host Interski after 57 years, 1968. So it's been 57 years since Interski came to the United States, and we are so excited to have all of you here to show you exactly what ski teaching looks like, snowboard experience looks like here in the United States, and how we can help to take this to the next level, grow our sport, and make sure that the world understands how we can do this together. I've only been on this the job for about 3 months, and I think this has been a great transition because I spent the first 26 years of my snow sports career with Vail Resorts. And so I'm very intimately aware of how Vail Resorts operates. I have many friendships and acquaintances inside of that organization to help us to make sure that this Interski is the best Interski that has ever been. And with the hard work that Dave and the team has been doing with PSIA, AASI, I think you're going to be really impressed with what we have to offer. And so I'm going to get out of the way and let Dave come up here and talk about the great work that he's done. But I look forward to meeting each and every one of you. If you have an opportunity, please come up, say hello. I would love to get to know you. So, Dave, take it away.
Thanks, Jeff. Well, like any event like this, to pull this off, it takes a massive team effort. So, you've met some of the team, and you'll get to meet and get to know more of them. Some of you are involved in the trainer group. We have a base camp group for all country associations trainers, and we're starting to talk about the all-in theme on that base camp now. The goal in Levy, when we met as trainers, we said, how can we continue the conversations, not just every 4 years at an Interski Congress, but ongoing, because we're all in this together as far as what the future of snow sports is all about. As Eric said, was the Pamparovo theme. And we all started to rally around what we could foresee, basically being able to have everybody enjoy the sports that we love so much for generations to come. And so, as Eric mentioned, the instructor has a huge impact on the guests that come to our resorts and our areas. They spend the most, we all spend the most time with the guests than any other employees at the resorts. And so for that, it was just great thinking of the in for Interski with the conversations that the board had, and start to think about what are some themes that are emerging. We looked at some of the values from Vail Resorts, the values from Interski International, as well as the values that we hold true within PSIA and AASI. And it all made sense to start to think about what does include mean. If we think about snow sports for everybody, literally everybody. Last night when we were talking at the mixer, I asked many of you, are you planning to bring more than just alpine skiers? Are you planning to bring telemark skiers, cross-country skiers, adaptive skiers, snowboarders? Because that all in is all about everything sliding diversity on snow. We are planning to have the IASS board, which I'm supposed to mention, by the way, since I'm thinking about that now, is in here tomorrow about the same time. We are hosting the General Assembly for the IESS Association. And we'll talk more about, I'll mention it now as a little bit of a preview, but the Interski Ski School, which we are going to be renaming as the Interski Academy, we are going to be showcasing and highlighting adaptive sports. There's amazing adaptive sports programs within this valley, and there's one group called the Small Champions, and we're hoping to celebrate some of those children athletes that are in that adaptive sports program, as well as offer workshops and lectures around adaptive sports. But we want to make sure that we think about how do we, with the emerging trends, with the rising costs and all the things, some of those barriers, how can we all work together to welcome more people into snow sports, and how do we grow? And I think retention, as Jason posted in the base camp, retention is a big piece that we all are concerned about, and how do we make sure that we retain instructors as well as retain and get new guests into the sport. As far as innovate, I mean, that's been the spirit of Interski as long as Interski has been around. And how do we push forward? How do we push forward in technology? Artificial intelligence is something for the future, and how do we embrace that and embrace our learners that are coming? What about our learners? What about people that are learning on snow? How people learn and how people engage with, whether it's technology and or with sports, is constantly changing. And if we're not thinking about how we change and innovate, I think that's a thing that we can all work together on. And of course, as Eric mentioned, inspiration, it's what we do. I think the most valuable thing that I came to know from my career in snow sports is I actually enjoy sharing it with others more than actually doing it. Of course, we love to do it, but I think this whole room understands what it means to share snow sports with others, and certainly grow the sport. So we have official branding and logoing and colors and palettes. So as you're thinking about starting to, make some swag and some hats and t-shirts and whatever else, and or think about your uniform kits for 2027, we welcome that you please use the Interski branding. And just recently, we launched the Interski 2027 webpage, and this is just the homepage sample here. It is live, and the URL is interskicongress.com/2027. And excited to also mention, in fact, we should mention right now, some of our key partners. We're all enjoying staying in the Hythe right now, the Hythe Hotel, which will be our host hotel. We've got the Vail Valley Foundation. We have Jeremy with the town of Vail here. Where's Jeremy? Yeah, he helped out with the some of the tours, and he will be in the next couple of days. The Vail Valley Partnership, Epic Promise, as well as certainly Vail Resorts and Vail Mountain, which is here.
Can I say one thing on that?
Yeah, please.
And if you can't remember that URL, something completely new is, in order to get to the Interski 2027 website, all you have to do is go to the Interski website, interski.org. It's part of that website. So no more two separate websites. Just go to interski.org. You'll find that website.
Awesome. And then also, as you've also noticed along with the website, there's a growing YouTube page. The webinars that IASS has been hosting is there in the educational hub, as well as a growing YouTube channel. And a shout out to San Marino for some of the hype videos leading up to it. As well as Australia for kicking off the Interski TV and the road to Vail. Yeah. So we want to encourage everybody to continue to post on social media. Our social media handles are also Interski Community, also on the website. You'll be able to find those as well. And of course, the more we cross-post amongst our associations, the more the social media output grows. So make sure that we do that all together. So do you have anything else, Jeff and or Eric? So hopefully you had a fabulous morning. As I was told a few other folks, it's like this every day in Vail. It only snows at nighttime and the sun comes out every day. And the grooming is impeccable, huh? What makes it extra special is they get the toothbrushes out afterwards, the groomer goes by, and they make sure that they massage every groove just right. So, no, I don't have a marketing background. So, thank you so much. We look forward to the next couple of days. We have tours this afternoon, and then we'll see you right back here skiing and riding tomorrow, as well as seeing more of the mountain that you didn't see. And then, again, the IASS General Assembly will be happening here. Also want to make mention at 4 o'clock, we have the ISIA General Assembly that'll be happening as well. And then we have a lovely night tonight with our dine-arounds touring local homes. So enjoy the rest of the afternoon and the day, and thank you so much. Welcome.